Welcome to Real Life Investing. This is Al getting in contact with you guys. We're not going to waste any time. Let's go ahead and jump into this top five. My number five is going to be Beam. Remember, when you purchase this particular one, it may be Beam X when you look at the ticker symbol. So be very cautious when you purchase Beam. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit. So for the month of January, we'll go ahead and talk about these. Beam, not only has Beam done gaming, they're now in the AI real deep. So one of the things I'm noticing about Beam, notice right here as well, they're still tied in with Avalanche, which is wonderful. So they've got a lot of money on hand that they're just sitting in their war chest to spend. So they're really going to be able to spend a lot in the coming months concerning gaming and concerning AI. You have the nodes as far as they've just created some new nodes as far as game nodes. Beam is definitely on the way up. Now, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the actual price at the moment. And when you see this video, the price may be slightly different, so don't panic. Notice right here that the price is below 3 cents. I noticed that a lot of times what you can do is when your particular crypto is down, and I've talked about this one before, so you'll see this on another video as well. But I would start accumulating immediately below 3 cents because Beam is definitely going to skyrocket. Even though the market cap is already over $1 billion, I would not look past that at all. In the past, market caps like Gala and other games have gone to multiple billions. So there's not an issue to worry about there as far as, this thing being able to move and multiply. I'm still looking at maybe 15, 20x. That's where I'm still standing at the moment, and we'll see what happens. So keep Beam in mind. And right now is a great time to accumulate in the month of January if you got time. So let's go to the next one, which is going to be Shapeshift Fox. So remember, this is ticker symbol FOX. So not your keys, not your Bitcoin, the Shapeshift. Remember, the Shapeshift wallet is very important to a lot of people. This is also part of Thorchain. So Shapeshift Fox is going to be pretty powerful stuff. They still got some nice memes, etc. Well, just a heads up on that. Let's see if I can look at that Fox price a little bit. Currently, the Fox price is a little bit below 6 cents. The market cap at the moment is only $22.53. As I said before, it's only going to take a few whales to make this price move. Guys, this market cap is not going to be in the 20s forever. It's not going to be there for long. After the month of January, I don't know if it's going to be in the 20s. It's probably going to be much higher. So keep that in mind. This crypto is not totally forgotten. You may not hear much about it in America, but I think it may be even a little bit more popular in Europe. I know that they deal with Thorchain there, and this is definitely a partner with Thorchain. So Shapeshift is definitely going to be a big one. So that is my number 4, Shapeshift Fox. Remember, all the information that we give out is not financial advice. Just a heads up on that. But you guys already know that. My bad. Rolling. Now, let's go ahead and look at Pangalan. This is going to be a partner with Avalanche. And so this is definitely a nice DEX that ties in with Avalanche real well. Beautiful right here. If you're looking to accumulate, don't forget, just because you see this going down doesn't mean that you shouldn't see this where it says 94% bullish. So don't be fooled by that. One of the things I'm concerned about with a lot of newer people is that as soon as they see a crypto go down just by a little bit, they give up or they turn away. With the number one stock, I'm going to, well, not stock, but with the number one crypto I'm going to talk about, I remember like every time that thing went down, I started buying it. So the only way to buy, to gain money is to buy low. So when the market drops, like right now with Pangalan, The best time to buy is now. Heads up on that, just in case you're looking at Pangalan. I'm not going to go into this one too much. Let's see what else I want to say about it. Still under 100,000 market cap. Still has a lot of room to grow. So from what I remember the last time, this thing really took off, and the all-time high was not that bad. All right, let's go to our next one, which is our number 2. This is going to be Turbo. So Turbo right now, as we speak, this is the beginning of January. It's right at the 1 cent mark. So if you can accumulate Turbo under 1 cent, you're really in good shape. Even if at the time of this video you see Turbo a little bit over 1 cent, that's not a bad price either. What we're looking to see with Turbo, we want to see it eventually get on Robinhood as far as that's concerned, and most likely it's going to jump up again at that particular time. Remember, we're not really in the full-fledged of altcoin season, so that's going to be when the Bitcoin dominance gets to the 40s is when we really see a big boom in the altcoins. So, but right now, Bitcoin is still dominating. But right now, in the beginning part of January here is a great time to accumulate. Please make sure you get it in while you can. These prices aren't going to last forever. Not financial advice. Now, rolling. Looking at the last guy, PolySwarm. This is a beast. This is a monster waiting to happen. According to this, NCT is featured in LCX's latest poll for potential listings. So LCX is a DEX. So it says show your support and vote now. Let's make some noise. So this is a DEX exchange as far as to where well, of course, it's not as big as some of the other ones, but anytime you can get an exchange, you got that much more crypto pouring in. And so we're looking for NCT to get that exchange listing, LCX. A lot of you already know about LCX, which is a nice crypto, but we'll say that for another time. And let's go a little bit more into some more detail concerning PolySwarm. Remember, we had this China-linked cyber threat group tax U.S. Treasury Department, which was a really bad situation. So one of the things we want to look at right here is the information about what actually happened. Let me make sure I've got that as far as the actual, that was pretty interesting if I can find it real quick. Where was that? Oh, I see it now. What types of documents were exploited? According to this information about President Donald Trump, Vice President J.D. Vance, data related to Vice President Kamala Harris' presidential campaign, and database of phone numbers subject to law enforcement surveillance. So what we want to see right here with these is the fact that there was some very serious threat. So automatically, cybersecurity, which PolySwarm was the very first crypto designed to enhance cybersecurity and to give people rewards for actually solving cybersecurity problems. Guys, remember I told you I guess it wasn't about, it's actually a few days ago, so excuse me on that. Remember I told you a few days ago about PolySwarm, and I said, oh, it looks like it's getting ready to clear 100 million. So market cap is already almost 120 million. The price has gone up another cent. So every time I talk about this thing, it seems to go up a penny. So nothing wrong with that. Take a look at this particular chart that looks pretty doggone good. Listen, for those of you who haven't got into this as of yet, and at the way this thing is jumping, by the time you see this particular video, maybe it'll be there. But listen, if it gets lower than this, guys, jump on it, so to speak. But anything under 10 cents right now, I would probably jump on, to be honest with you. But not financial advice. PolySwarm is still on the way up. Guys, we have not really seen the fullness of the bull market concerning altcoins at all. But PolySwarm is already off to the races. We're not angry about that, but we are happy. If you've been able to accumulate, beautiful. If you haven't, stick your toe in it just a little bit, get a little bit of this PolySwarm. That is our number one. I really feel like PolySwarm has unlimited potential, almost as unlimited as the spending power of the U.S. Military. Never mind. Hey, I think one of the other YouTubers was talking about a government contract. I shout out to Crypto Z, I think his name was. Y'all have to find it on your own. My bad. I'm sorry, but I think he was talking about the U.S. having a government contract with PolySwarm, and so if PolySwarm is tied in with the U.S. government, most likely this sucker gonna be rising. Just saying. All right, this is Al with Real Life Investing. Good talk with you. This is my top five. I'm sure we got a lot of other cryptos out there that are going to be successful, but remember, none of this is financial advice.
Please share, like, comment, and subscribe to Real Life Investing. And thank you for watching.